hope you're having a lovely day. Today, this video is a book review. And this is one that was the first book in the Bloggers Love book club. And I've been kind of doing events and things like that with Bloggers Love for a little less than a year. And they created the Bloggers Hub, and along with the Bloggers Hub they also created the book club that they're doing. So they sent out like a questionnaire, what books do you want to see, and in the end they chose this book right here. If any of you don't know this book, this is GIRLBOSS. This is GIRLBOSS by Sophia Amoruso. That's a guess of that name. Who knows if that's right? The author of this book is the founder and CEO of Nasty Gal. You can't say that in a British accent, it just sounds so wrong. Nasty girl. Yeah, you need an American accent to say that, because when us Brits say nasty gal, we just sound really awkward. Nasty girl, gal, nasty gal. I don't know, I think I'm just making a fool of myself now. But anyway, this is the book that she wrote. It's kind of part like biography, part inspirational read. And I thoroughly enjoyed this. When this came up as the book, I was so excited because I wanted to read this book for so long, and this was the perfect excuse to buy another book. Because I have a lot of books. So this was the perfect excuse to buy it and read it. And I literally devoured this in 3 days. I'm not even joking. Normally I don't really go for inspirational reads. I don't stay clear of them, but they just don't seem like my cup of tea. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. What is so amazing about this is the fact that she came from literally nothing and is now the owner of such a huge successful company. It's interesting finding out about her life and how she got to where she was, what lessons she learnt along the way. But also the thing I like about this as well is that it's inspirational to everyone. Anyone can read it and could be inspired by it. It's not just focusing in on the fashion industry if you want to get into the fashion industry at all. It's so open to everything. So for instance, if you want to be successful in your career as a banker, then this book may inspire you. If you want to be successful as an actress, this book will inspire you. If you just want to be successful in yourself, if you want to feel like if you want to be a better person, this book will hopefully inspire you. And for me, the things that, as I was going through this book and I was reading things, it wasn't like filled with like inspirational quotes that don't really put across the message. You're like, oh, that's a nice idea, and then you get on with your day. This was actually worded and was alongside so many different like useful examples like that she'd experienced in her life that made you think, oh, that's a pretty good idea. That's something to think about. And to be honest, reading this book inspired me to do my schedule, which I'm now doing on my blog and for my videos. And I don't know whether I would have done that necessarily if I hadn't read this book. This truly kind of kicked me into shape about how, because she owned her eBay shop, she had to post regularly and she had to post on like a certain day, so people were expecting it, and so she got a lot more traffic. And that was something she learned just from herself, just from experience, not necessarily going to college or something like that to learn that, or going on a course. She learned that through experience, and I think that really kind of got me to be like, okay, I need to do this. If I want this to be successful, then I need to kind of kick myself into shape and get on with it. The other thing as well is that she's very much about, you know, love you for who you are, be you, but be the best that you can be. there's a whole load of like references to you being a girl boss throughout, and I agree with this so much. I know this sounds really silly, but if you go around being like, I'm a girl boss, then you'll instantly feel so much more confident in yourself. The way you walk, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you handle people. For instance, there's an example that she learned, I think it was when she was working at a bookshop, and she learned how to address customers. So for instance, if instead of saying, I don't know, you say, I'll check, for instance. And it just makes it a whole lot more positive. Instead of being like, oh, I don't know, be like, I'll check for you. Because, you know, that's just the rounded way of saying I don't know. But even just that will help you kind of, in just general conversation, just be more positive and just be more exciting and more open to possibilities. You have like visual representations of things. So for instance, money looks better in the back than on your feet. And then it's got, I love the titles to like the chapters and like the little mini segments in between, because it just makes it more visually appealing than just like a standard book. So for instance, this is a quote at the beginning of the section Cassis King, and it's by Aristotle, and it says, "Money is a guarantee that we may have what we want in the future. Though we need nothing at the moment, it ensures the possibility of satisfying a new desire when it arises." And for instance, this is one of my favourites as well. It's at the beginning of the chapter Hocus Pocus, the Power of Magical Thinking. And it's in the little section of Chaos Magic, and it's one of my favourite ones from Roald Dahl, which is, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." And it's just little things like that that will relate to what she's talking about, but will also strike a note with you, for instance. So I really, really recommend, if you fancy changing yourself up a bit, you know, I really recommend this book. It's so, so good. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. If you've read this book and you want to share your opinion on what you thought, then comment on down below, and I will love to read what all your opinions were on this book, whether you liked it, whether you didn't like it, whether it inspired you, etc, etc, etc. Also, if you want to comment below with any more video suggestions, then I'm always grateful to hear from you guys. And if you haven't clicked subscribe already, then click subscribe and you'll get all my new videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!